Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, and it's a new day, a new delivery, but I've seen this gun many times on the channel already. This is the EMG Staccato C2. It's not the T8 version, which means it hasn't got the steel parts and bits on it and like the purple rubbers. But this gun is really cool. It shoots really well. There's plenty of videos on the channel where you can go see more of this. So after I had the C2, I picked up an offering from Red Wolf, which was the RWA Nighthawk. This is the Sandhawk. OEM by the same company, which is Army Armament. This one being upgraded with some, these are the T8 parts that I was talking about. Purple rubbers, purple gas routers, and steel parts like the hammer and other components. So this pistol is actually pretty cool. Really did like it. So I was actually picking up another model for a buddy and decided to pick this thing up as well. The R619A. What is the R619A, you might ask? It's called the Perfect 11. And this is basically an April's Fool troll post that Staccato, I think, maybe put up on their Instagram. And then they never made it, but EMG decided they wanted to get this done. So this is the Staccato license Perfect 11 2011 gas barrel airsoft pistol R619A, and then that's the SKU that comes off the distributor here in the UK. So what do we have in this thing? Well, it's the complete opposite of this thing, I'll tell you that. This is a monster. One thing I want to say before I show it you though is when I ordered this, it came with the Staccato stipple grip. And what that is, it's basically you've got a star pattern which isn't textured, and then the rest of this has been like finely stippled. So I ordered it, I thought it looked pretty cool, and then when it turned up, it was completely different, which you'll see here. It actually has a similar grip as to what the John Wicks had from Army. So I've already put a complaint into the distributor to say this isn't what I ordered. Why is it different? They're looking into it, but I thought I could show you this pistol off anyway. This is a chonker. So the Perfect 11 in that post was like a really long 2011 pistol, but EMG decided they wanted it made for the airsoft world. It's a really long barreled 2011, but I kind of like it. It's got like, you know, rail down here. So all your attachments, you could probably put some really massive lights on this thing if you really wanted to. But this is the T8 version because it has purple hot rubber. It has a purple router on the magazine, if that's what wants to focus. They are open on the bottom here, but you do get this little plug that you can put in, which is like the Texas Star. So that can go in on there. I'll leave that open just because it's easier to fill the magazines up with gas. I don't really want to be sliding the base plate around. And of course, it comes with steel components. So hammer is steel, mag release is steel, the trigger isn't, the side controls aren't, the center of the, I can actually show you this. Why not show you rather than just tell you? Much like the Sandhawk, the pin of the slide release is steel. I don't know whether that's like a steel core. I don't know how they've manufactured this, but the rest of the part is aluminium. And then all the important parts in the hammer assembly, as well as the valve knocker and stuff like that, are steel as well. So it's got all the T8 goodness. And like I said, this thing is a chonker. Let's put this back together here so I can show it you a little bit better. Let's get the box out of the way. You get like a very basic do and don't type thing, and of course your certificate of authenticity, which comes with all EMG products. Nice Staccato branded boxes, and yeah, I'm starting to get a bit of a liking for these pistols. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the mag up with some gas. Just putting regular green gas in the moment because I've run out of propane. But the beautiful thing about these magazines, they're Army mags, so obviously this one isn't going to work because this is the shorter one for the C2 with it being a compact. The Sandhawk model is the same magazine here, but it's got a slightly different base plate. So a slightly blockier base plate on the Staccatos. But you know, they will work, so it will go in, it will function just fine. The other magazines that I bought, which are, I think these are Staccato mags, I can't remember, it's got like the Texas State logo on the bottom, that I bought when I bought the C2, these are full length magazines where the one that comes with it is a shortened version, which doesn't make any difference to me, just get an extra couple of EVs in there. These magazines as well, with the very short base plates, will also go in and work, and they sit flush with the extended magwell there. Not entirely sure I like this extended magwell, it is quite mahoosive. I might try removing that at some point. So yeah, a very chonker of a model. We're going to get this thing chronoed, so let's whack some BVs in here and see what it's doing on a 2.5. What we'll also do is we'll chrono these ones as well, see if there's a difference. I can't remember what the Sandhawk did, but we'll try that again, because why not? So top these mags up with a bit of gas. There's already gas in them, I think. Right, we'll chrono the little one first. This is the little C2. Very, very good pistol. I really do like this pistol. So the first couple of shots were 0.8 of a joule. Then we're down to 0.7 of a joule. Nice and snappy. We'll go to the Sandhawk from RWA. Chrono this thing. .8, so about the same roughly. All good there. This one obviously comes with the red dot plate. You do get a red dot plate with the C2 as well in the box, but you have to just swap it out. Now the Perfect 11, is it going to be higher? You'd think so with a long boy barrel on it, but we'll see. What is the difference? Is there any difference? It's slightly higher at 0.9 joules. 0.9, 0.9, 0.89, 0.87, 0.88, 0.87, 0.87, 0.88. So pretty damn consistent and not hot, which was the worry with having the extra barrel length. So it does kick a little bit more. Now these aren't steel slides, so it's not much reciprocating mass, but you do feel a little bit more blowback action compared to the other models. One thing I will say about this pistol as well was the trigger on this is bad. So Staccato C2, I really do like curved triggers on 1911 or 2011 pistols. A nice brake, short reset, we're back on the brake. Very good trigger. The one on the Sandhawk I think was not bad, but it wasn't as good as the C2. So you do a bit of play, wall, bit of mush, brake, reset, brake, reset, brake. On this one, however, if you picture, or you pitch your finger in the normal shooting position, you see that? There's some manufacturing defect with this trigger, so you see how this can like move? And what's happening is the bottom is like sort of swinging down. So when you pull the trigger's bottoming out on the mag release. Now you can get round this by just pulling the trigger at the top. But it's not a nice trigger at all. And if you pull it normally, there's like a delay, or you sometimes have to press it twice. So I will have to look into that. I'm just waiting on the distributor to get back to me about the grip. because it's clearly different. I don't see how websites get around this, where they're not checked why this is been offered like this. If this was pictured like it on the website, I'd never question it, but they do picture it with the better staccato grip. So not one for many of you out there. This is like more of a normal 5.1 style size. This is more like a 3.8. Very, very short. The trigger on this is just ridiculously better. And this is the chonker. So if you like a little bit of length, or you want to overcompensate for something, this one might be the one for you. So the EMG Army Armament T8, all the acronyms, Perfect 11 2011, which was never a real product, but you know, EMG bringing us choice if we want to get something a bit. I think this would be quite cool. So I have one of these holsters. Now I did have to heat this up and mold it back when I first got it, because it was kind of like wonky, but this is like a Deadly Customs holster. It won't actually work with my real Surefire lights, which is why I've been buying these SOTAC ones, which are not bad at all. They go in there just fine. Great thing about this is I can attach it. Is that on? Just checking. I can attach it to my C2. Goes in. I can attach it to the Sandhawk. Straight in. I ain't got to worry about a holster. So will the Perfect 11 be the same now? You've got loads of notches you could put on here. You could troll it and have it sticking out all that way. You could literally line it up on every notch, or slide it all the way back till it hits the rear guard, move it forward so it clips in, and that's probably better, isn't it? Plenty of rail space. You could put a huge torch on this, but more importantly, I can shove it in the same holster. Yes, the slide sticks out, but I haven't got to go get a Hi-Capa holster. They all go in the same one. And this holster has been pretty good. Any downside to it, like I think I mentioned before, I actually paid for it to be wrapped, but it never got wrapped, so something I'm going to have to take up with Deadly Customs. And again, I use it for most pistols that can take one of these lights. Like this is my Marui P320, which was the last pistol I used in this holster, which, yeah, pretty good. Can't remember which one it was. You'd have to message them. They'll know which one they told me to buy, but it's a Deadly Customs holster. Took a while to get to me, but there we go. So yeah, it's got all the trades. It looks, apart from the grip, it looks like the one that Staccato did in their April Fool's joke. You've even got 11 millimeter. That might have been the part of the April Fool's actually, the 11 millimeter on the barrel. Steel components. It's roughly about the same price as what you'd pay for the T8 version of the normal Staccatos or T8 Armies. So there you have it. I'm slowly building up a bit of a Hi-Capa collection. I've just bought two more, which I don't think I'm going to show off because they're just normal Marui Hi-Capas. I bought a 5.1 and a 4.3. The reason for that, I'm sure, will be apparent later down the line when you see some products coming from us. So thanks for tuning in as always. That is the Perfect 11 from EMG. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. Is it too big, or would you rock this out on the field? So let me know in the comments below. You can join the Agri Precision Discord. The link will be in the description. As always, thank you very much for watching. And from me and Bench, we'll be seeing you in the next one.